好。
欢迎各位来到由中华学士辩交流协会举办的第1届学士杯英文辩论交流赛。我是本场主席杨俊堂，我们都来到冠亚赛了。本场比赛题目为正方 High School students required to wear uniform， 反方 High School students don't required to wear uniform。本场比赛赛制为奥瑞冈改良222单人赛制。由于按铃的部分前面已经介绍过，就不再赘述。本场比赛裁判为陈旭瑜学姐。接下来介绍双方比赛辩手。正方由于信宇同学担任，反方由黄玉涵同学担任。那如果裁判跟选手都没有问题的话，比赛于铃响1分钟后开始。
正方辩士上台立论。
Hello everyone. This debate is about whether high school students should wear uniforms. We support that students should wear uniforms. First of all, we should wear uniforms because in high school or underage need to be constrained and management, so that would not make the school a dark and violent place. Actually, most of the high school students are around 16 to 18 years old. They are not fully legally responsible yet. Even if they just glance at someone outside the school, if it made him very uncomfortable, and then brought a few people to the campus, because all the students in the school were in casual clothes. So who knows if there are people outside the school? So some unfortunate things might happen. Secondly, because you wear a uniform, you don't have to think about what to wear tomorrow. So you don't have to spend too much time thinking about it. Today's high school life is full of competition. So I think it's not a good idea to spend more time on dressing up. At the same time, when you spend time dressing yourself up, you also want to chase famous brands. So it is easier to cause comparisons between classmates. And then there are students who commit crimes or feel inferior and so on. Finally, I think the specific clothes should be worn in specific places, so that as long as students realize that they are in school and wearing specific clothes, they can understand that they should keep attentive and careful in class and school, rather than the relaxed feeling at home when we wear casual clothes. That's all. Thank you.
时间控制1分51秒，请反方辩士上台质询。查字怎么下？
Okay. Hello, and I want to ask you, if you wear the uniform, why you must avoid a compare between the students?
Because we wear a uniform, and the first sight we see is always our clothes, and it has the most areas in our bodies. So I think that can decrease the comparisons between classmates.
So how do you think that this student be compared?
How do you think?
A student be compared?
Oh, I think he or she might felt inferior.
Inferior? What's inferior?
Maybe think I'm not as good as them. I'm so bad. I'm the loser, or
Okay. Oh, I know. So I think it will be compared. Must be her clothes are very not good, right? I agree. Okay. So I think many of people wear the normal clothes is okay and it's not very be compared. So I think be compared student also is the poor children of family. Are you agree?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
I mean, they will be compared means their family is very poor and it's very dirty and their hair are terrible like that.
I think if you are poor, that's not means that you are messy.
Why?
Because you are poor, the government might give you some money to help you to maintain the basic living rights. Yes, basic living rights.
But they don't have enough money to buy their clothes, and so even though they could be.
时间到，请双方辩士停止发言。请反方辩士上台立言。
Good afternoon, Judge and everyone. In my opinion, uniforms are expensive and conventional. In the past, we don't have chance to discuss this topic because school system was strict. But now, by social propriety acculturated, we can more and more talk about whether we require to wear uniforms or not. I support high school students not required to wear uniforms at this point. And there are 3 points to prove. Firstly, the uniforms are not practical. Uniforms usually expensive and not durable enough. And we wear it only in the school, and once we educate, there are chances that we get rid of them. And uniforms material usually are bad. It is easily that uniforms broken contribute to the uniforms cannot wear. Secondly, wear the civilian clothes can make you learning. The student should wear your own clothes. It can make your virtue of the frugal. And how to match the clothes? It can make every student can develop their own style. Syllabus 108 promote the multiple learning. We can allow students to find their own style, stimulate their thinking, make them disciplined, and their own shirt can contribute to them comfortable study in the school. They can choose the shirt which really fit them. Combine the two of the following. I support high school students not required to wear uniform at this point. Thank you.
这边控制1分54秒，正方辩士上台出去。
My first question is, for me, I buy my uniform as usually cost about $200 to $250, and why you think buying uniform is expensive?
Because, take an example. A uniform. You say 2,000, right?
No, not 200.
200. You say sportswear, just sportswear,
Yeah.
and it just one. Not all. You have to. Okay. So your question is very strange. You just one suit and you say it's not very expensive.
But usually when we go shopping, we usually buy for one clothes it's about for $1,000, and I think $200 is cheaper than $2,000, right?
$2,000. That's
$1,000.
Chanel. You buy in Chanel. Oh, it's so expensive. I can buy it in Shopee. It's just 100. Very cheap, right? And if you take the good market, and you can get a durable skirt, a durable shirt, and very cheap like that.
But I think that's just for you because some people want some cheap clothes and some people want to chase the brands.
As somebody like to the expensive shirt, like you want like they want to buy. Yeah.
So I think that's just your opinion. It can't conclusion that the uniform is expensive.
And okay, your uniform is 200, right?
Yeah.
And some students they buy their uniform very expensive, like 振兴. Right?
Really?
Really? Or maybe $1 million a
1 million?
suit. A suit.
Sorry, can you give me the data or some information?
My friend.
Your friend.
请上方便视听自发言，请正方便是上台的人。
Okay, so now I want to answer her idea. The first one, she think if someone is poor, then someone is poor and maybe looks dirty. But I think if you are poor, you have the high percentage to wear uniform because uniform is usually cost low. Yeah. And for me, I think wearing uniform is it can make us more safety and it can help us saving times. If we wear uniform, we can decrease to chase the brand's name, and when we don't chase the brands, the comparison will also decrease, right? And the last one, I think if we wear uniform, we can be more efficiency because it is a richer sense. If we know we have to go to school to learning to have some knowledge, so we have to focus on it. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
时间控制1分23秒，平板方便是上台并直书。
Okay, I want to ask you, why the clothes, civilian clothes is expensive than uniform? Expensive than uniform. Why?
I think that's not really because you think because everyone is different, they have different ideas. So most of people might want to chase the brand name to make the comparison. So they want to have the higher levels clothes. Yeah.
Higher level clothes. So uniform is higher level clothes.
No, because we wear uniform, we don't have to chase the brand's name.
Okay. Why chase the brand's name is the important? Is the most important.
Chase the brand's name is the most important.
Not most, it's important.
I think that's just the example. We chase the brand's name, so we might cost more money to get it.
But if we match my own style and to go out to schools, it's my high level shirt, I think, because it can describe my style, my personality, I think.
But someone they want to comparison because they are care about other sides. They are and maybe they will felt she think I'm so I'm not really good because of other sides. And you think you will your dressing is good. That's your thing.
Why? So why do we just express our identity and express ourselves and express myself style, and you also compare with each other, and how about we educate? How about
以上方面是停止发言，才方便手上台进行指示。
So nowadays, the social is social students have more chances to change their own skirt or shirt. I hope to let themselves to decide their shirt and to show their personality. So, and then I hope by educate to establish correct concept. Take example like the gender and or the compare about it. We can make them know what is important, what is must to do, like to go to the poor family to look at her situation, or to think their situation and know and to understand them, and this can lead the student to more care about each other, and it also can wear their own shirts to show their style. So I think we don't must to wear the uniform. It's very conventional and it's very durable. The uniform is very durable, and she say the uniform is cheaper than the own clothes, right? I don't think so, because of in the market we have a lot of shirt, a lot of clothes is we can buy, and not every clothes is so expensive. Like she said, $100. We also can buy some cheap clothes in the market, right? So I think my opinion is true. It's right. Thank you.
字面控制2分10秒，请正方跟13台进行咨询。
I think thing is really strange, because the first time you say that uniform is not durable, but this time you say uniform is durable.
Uniform is durable. It is my mistake. Sorry.
Oh, and the second question is, you want to look the situation of the poor people, but how about they are rich, but they don't want to show their clothes that on their to show their clothes.
It's good. I think it's good. Why not? I don't know. What's your question? Can you explain?
And my question is, how do you look somebody's appearance to judge that he or she is rich or poor?
No, my policy is to really poor. It is exactly not just by the appearance to know how poor are you, how poor are they. Yeah. How poor.
So you want to use this situation to let the students to have their to help them, right?
Right. Such a right.
But this kind of people in the school actually is very little, just a little people.
Just a little people. You
Yeah.
say poor.
Because you said they are really poor, that you can see them that they need help.
Yep.
Yeah, but this kind of people actually is really just have a low percentage, because everybody wants to show the best appearance outside, right?
But just outside. My policy is to the true poor people, not just by the appearance to know.
Yeah, but the true poor people is really little.
Why? How can you say that?
Because we
请双方辩士停止发言，有法当辩手先行上台进行结辩。
and okay
反方。
反方已经对了。
你怎么每次都抢？
我跟你抢。So, I review my opinion, and my policy is to visit the exact and the true poor people, not just by the appearance. And it's my answer for she's question. And then I think she have not a really policy to let people know the compare is not true, and it just say it have compare, but she don't have the policy to let the student know it is not good. So in she's opinion, I think is a very strange, because she have talk about this issue, but she don't have the policy. Just use the uniform to avoid this issue. I think is very formal, and you don't have really let people know, let students know what is true. So, and I think that my own clothes is not very expensive, because I buy it in Shopee. So I think she's opinion is very strange. Okay, that else. Thank you.
今天充分分49分，现在请各方辩士上台进行结辩。
Okay, so I answered her. She said, I want to decrease the comparison between classmates. I didn't give the policy, but I think the policy is wear the uniform. And the second one is she said she want to help the really poor people, but we know we learn in math. The general is the most, and the last one is really poor and really rich. So I think the really poor people is just in a low percentage. And the third one, I think she say that uniform is not durable, but I think if uniform is not durable, we can call the manufacturer to improve it. Okay, so I think students should still wear uniforms because I think the most important thing is to concentrate on studying during the student period, to reduce the time wasted on clothing and dressing. Furthermore, I think it can increase our efficiency and it is so-called the sense of ritual. That's all. Thank you.
这间控制1分27秒。分享完精彩的冠亚之类的，今天我们是个电竞来的评分奖。
好，里面的身份都跟之前的一样。没关系，这很正常。然后我们对同学的部分来讲啦，跟正方申完，反方咨询说，我们要怎么透过字符来避免那个比较的心态产生呢？然后正方就说，因为大部分的就是反正就是穿制服，大家基本上会盖到我们全身大概70-80%的那个面积啊，会戴手表，其实那可能是少数。那正方是这样回答。那再来反方就说，那可能就是衣服比较旧的，或者是比较穷的人会被就是在做比较。然后正方说，我们比较穷，可是我们不一定会就是一团糟这样。然后再来进入到反方的申论，然后申论是什么？就是跟刚刚一样，就先不讲。然后刚刚正方讲一个非常奇妙的点是，你的制服只要250块，我没听错，真的假的？
对啊，反正
好便宜哦。
可是他说的就一件200。
那我上100-2500干。
好贵哦。
对啊，辛苦差不多啊，就私校我就很贵，好，不过没关系，这那个分水要200。
所以振兴真的是1万多块。
对啊，哦天哪！
我听我爸讲的。
很贵
My friend。
然后反方然后我看一下我看过我写什么。对，然后反方就说，可能你的制服是比较少数，那我们可能买便服的话，还是可以买到更便宜的，然后更那个的，就是在虾皮买，就是要买虾皮或者是买全六是个人的选择，反方大概是这样讲，对，然后再来到下一轮。下一轮这边就是第2轮的地方，我觉得很有趣是正方拉了一个就是品牌心态来讲。那其实这个前面有提到，但是我就是没有被讨论到这么多。然后反方就是咨询的时候提了一个非常的奇妙的就是反方提出来说，我可以透过穿便服去辨别哪些人真的很穷，所以我们可以去培养同理心，可以去就是关心这些人是吧？
不是啊，我是说
就是找到真正的穷人，然后是这样，是吧？
哎，对，
我应该没有误会吧？
没有。
然后我觉得这边有点危险，就是你提了一个那个算奇袭吗？我也不知道，反正就是突然提了一个很奇妙的论点，然后正方就说，可能只是看起来穷，但是他不一定真的穷。对，所以我觉得就是打到冠亚了，还是打保守一点比较好。对，因为我觉得你提的这个有点太，怎么讲？我觉得你可能只是临时想的吧，就是你随机应变出来的产物，就是你可能也没有想得很仔细，我就会觉得说你这边讲的不够细致啊，比较没有办法说服我。 对，大概是这样，就是在品牌的部分，就是正方说，你穿制服的话，可能会引起大家的就是那种品牌的迷思吧，对，大概是这样。那反方这边就没有办法去解释说，我要怎么避掉就是可能青少年这些品牌迷思他们所产生的必要性，就是反方这边没有办法去把这个问题给拆解掉，有点可惜。好，结束。下班啦！接下来公布比赛成绩，本场比赛正方比反方52比48，正方获胜。这是我的，
你们这一场真的很难，就是我觉得你们两个都讲得很好，我真的很难猜。
座椅关掉了。
还没。
可以关啊。
不在握手吗？
为什么正方感觉就是我怎么会赢？就是你讲的东西要完整。